Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Weird Frequencies. Coming to you live from a cornfield somewhere in central Illinois, 99.7 miles under the ground in a secret bunker. And we have our own apartments, our own little rooms in these bunkers down here. There's Tyler.
Good evening, everybody.
My illustrious co-host, Tyler, everybody.
How you doing, boss?
Welcome to the show, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Just been working on fixing my car up all day, so
Yeah?
I had to take the change the springs out, the shocks on the bottom of the car, and I think if anybody's ever taken shocks out of the bottom of the car, you realize those things are like time bombs. Those things are gonna just, if you're not too careful, they're gonna just fly up in the stratosphere on you.
Yeah. So it's been we had the giant moons the other night, the big blue moon.
The big blue moon.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I went out and got a couple pictures.
I unfortunately was at work, but I saw everything about it, and it looked like it was pretty good.
Yeah, cool. So welcome to the show, all of our 4,000 subscribers and followers and seekers of truth and justice and weirdness. Our fellow weirdos, welcome to the show. So we have what Weird Frequencies is, just in case you've never seen it before, is we are on the lookout for weird things going on in the world, and we're talking about it. We're seeing what you guys think. We're getting it out there. It's maybe stuff you're not hearing on regular news networks and channels. It's the latest news and anything weird going on, paranormal stuff, conspiracies, whatever. So there you have it. So I guess I'll kick off, with maybe some big news that we might want to talk about this week, and that's the still the big record-breaking hunt for the Loch Ness monster. Is going on right now. Hundreds of volunteers, that's not a picture of Nessie, by the way. We don't want to fool anybody.
No, that's just somebody's inflatable in their pool or the lake.
They're out there right now, man. 200 people or more out there. 300 researchers have volunteered and signed up using drones and scouring the loch using special hydrophonic equipment to detect any unusual sounds, and boom. We're hopefully going to get some answers from that. We'll see what happens. One thing related to it, though, is a lady spotted, where is it at? A brand new sighting of the Loch Ness monster happened like this week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a translator had been visiting the loch, managed to capture an image of something emerging from the waters. This happened just now. So, like we say on the show, we don't necessarily go through and watch old pictures of Nessie or old videos of Bigfoot or old UFOs, but we are checking out stuff that happened like this last week and this month. So this is hot stuff right here. So let's see the new sighting of Nessie here. Look at this. Or was it rocks? Chi Kelly believed. Shout out to New York Post for this also. I was just taking pictures with my Canon camera. My daughter spotted, not that one. That's just an arm sticking up out of the water. Just kidding. A renowned Nessie hunter said her images were some of the best around. There we go. So that was it. The rocks. Those two rocks.
I don't know. It kind of looks like rocks, but don't know.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Rocks. So There you have it.
The Loch Ness monster is a rock monster, actually.
Yep. There you go. So, but that's cool. You know, the hunt's on. Maybe we'll get some new information on next week's show. What do you got, Tyler? How are we going to be able to show your screen and everything? Hopefully, or can your side? Can you do that?
I can do that real quick. Just give me a minute.
Okay.
Some interesting news came up from California past week. It's the belief that scientists may have discovered a possible wormhole over a California hotspot. They believe there's been a record number of UFOs spotted around California the past summer. And of course, we had when summer first started, we had the whole Las Vegas incident, which I think we all agree was kind of bullshit. But there are some scientists who are hypothesizing that perhaps the reason you've had such an uptake in UFO sightings, particularly in California as well, is because this has happened they've had this uptake now for 3 to 4 years. They think they may have a wormhole of some type. One of the motion sensor cameras detected cameras in night vision mode captures what appears to be like a black hole type entity. And this comes off the History Channel. So, of course, obviously, the History Channel, they do a lot of like paranormal stuff.
We actually talked about this on last week's show. And that's legit. When you hit that play button, check it out. It's pretty wild. I mean, that's actually what they spotted. That's the footage.
I was sadly at work, so I wasn't able to.
Yeah, it's over that island right there. And it's, it was captured with those particles and everything. They can't explain them. It's like a hole into another universe. Look at that. It was captured with,
off Catalina Island.
That's it right there.
Right up here. Well, and this also kind of coincides with other theories with things like Skinwalker Ranch or what's the other one? Stardust Ranch, where the gentleman.
It's funny. It's happening over that island, over that hot spot,
Right.
That's a little gateway in and out. It's probably how they're doing it, man. Just jump into a portal,
It does give credence to things like Skinwalker, where the claim is there's like a wormhole or something. So,
Matt, what's the TV show called where they have this Stargate? Yeah, there's a reason that show exists. I don't know. There's always a little truth in everything. I just wonder about that show, how much of that's real. I mean, the idea behind it. So, cool. Okay. All right. Let's stick with science here. A photographer has captured these rare, gigantic. Let's see. I mean, okay. There we go. These gigantic jets of upside down lightning blasting out of the Atlantic hurricane. They're called gigantic jets, and they're 50 times more powerful than typical lightning bolts, and they can reach the edge of space.
I heard of this.
Erupting out of Hurricane Franklin near Puerto Rico. Let me see if I can do a Control Plus and zoom in on those for everybody.
I heard about this. They photographed this during a hurricane that hit Florida this past week, I believe, near in the Gulf is where they caught it.
Isn't that crazy? Look at that, man.
That's kind of scary. That's like nuclear warhead, like
what
mushroom
is
cloud.
that? If that's not some weird frequencies, I don't know what is.
Yeah, that is weird.
There you go. And that comes from Live Science. Shout out to Live Science. But it's super cool. Brandon Spector published that 3 days ago. Bada bing. Let us know what you think about that in the chat room, everyone. What's up, Mr. Rhodes? Bubba? Bubba Files in the house? Oh, Bubba says he totally bought the whole Vegas UFO. And I did until I saw some of the videos, man. There was
Yeah,
just nothing, you know.
some of it really seems more like it's a hoax or something
Come
was.
on, man. The whole
Yeah,
climbing on the tractor and trying to start it and stuff.
it's gonna go harvest some corn.
And then they zoomed in on, these blurry things that really look like nothing to me, Come on. Those people filming had the worst cameras possible. Come on. Everybody's got brand new phones nowadays. Poor people got iPhone 10s, Come on. Can't wait for the Blind Frog Ranch to come back on. What in the hell is that?
What's blind frog? I'm gonna look this up.
The Blind Frog Ranch. We have no idea what this is. Some kind of new phenomenon, but coming to you from the Bubba Files. Oh, we got a love. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're streaming on Twitch also for a change. So, uh, you know, shout out to Twitch people. Shout out to YouTubers.
Let me bring up this blind frog ranch if you don't mind.
Shout out sounds really ancient, like we're totally stuck in the 80s. There's some other thing we can say.
All right. It's apparently a show on Discovery. Dwayne Ollinger has sunk everything he has into hunting for what he believes a vast fortune of gold. But with each step he takes to finding treasure, the land seems to hold tighter on his tracks. This seems like it's kind of like trying to be or it is some kind of like
Skinwalker Ranch type thing. Yeah. I want to go and watch the Skinwalker shows. I was kind of leery of, it seemed like a bunch of bull, but, the more I, read about it and, read about people going there and seeing things. And, I want to watch the show now. So,
I want to go ghost hunt there. I want to go ghost hunt at Skinwalker. Because one of the things is they keep saying there's a trickster element to it and they think it's a ghost. So I'm just like, all right, I want to go. I want to go there.
All right. So a website has been launched.
Oh, this is one of mine too.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this is from unexplainedmysteries.com. The Pentagon has launched an official website for UFO reports. Isn't that funny? There's an actual, official UFO site now. The All Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, or the AARO, is going to make sightings, photographs, and documents easy to view. The Department of Defense announced this yesterday that they launched an official website dedicated to providing the public with information concerning AARO and its efforts to understand and resolve the unidentified anomalous phenomena. And here's the site itself. Let's go to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is cool.
Let's see.
This is the All Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, everybody. The official United States government has launched this site. You can search here. There's their mission. A bunch of big words. And there's their vision. Unidentified anomalous phenomena. It's very Eminem-ish sound. Anomalous phenomena. Let's just call them UFOs, man. Come on.
Yeah.
And they want to have the greatest transparency and shared awareness. Right. Sure.
I don't know, because okay, I'm glad they're releasing some videos, but this isn't the good stuff. This is the blur. This is the iPhone 10, like you said. They're gonna keep the good stuff hidden. Like, that stuff they're not going to show.
Submit a report. Coming soon. Look, this freaking website's not even working yet.
No, they don't even have videos up, do they?
Come on. Why launch a website with coming soon? That's stupid. Everybody, that's a mistake that amateur web designers make. Don't launch a website and put a coming soon sign up. Nobody wants to see that. That's stupid.
Coming soon, the videos you want.
Just wait and put the website up when you're done with it. You know, that's all. Thank you.
What's that website
Unless
called?
it's from a web designer. The All Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, the AARO, AARO.mil.military. Ooh, scary.
Let's see if I can...
AARO.mil. If anybody wants to check it out, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Of course, I can't get this site apparently for some reason. AARO.
They blocked
they blocked. I am former military. Oh, they blocked me.
You better just stay off there. You're gonna get in trouble. Adam, Adam Joseph Gentry, welcome to the show, sir. Okay, we were just talking about how the government has launched their own UFO reporting website, the AARO.mil. Okay, what do you got, Tyler?
Well, let's see. In the news this week, let's see, is this the right one here? Yes, okay. There's been a lot of videos coming out from the hurricanes region, specifically along the Gulf Coast and Puerto Rico, Cuba. There's a lot of videos that seem to show unusual beings or entities being caught by newscasters with all the flooding and everything going on. Well, now there's apparently one floating around. I'm going to bring this up real quick, in which they're discussing the idea that a 4-foot alien, apparently according to them, a giant 4-foot transparent alien was filmed walking along.
I saw this.
Yeah.
Super cool.
So here's
Zoom
the video.
in on that. There he is.
See, it's Control Plus, right?
Yeah. Boom. Oh,
get the ad out of the way here.
Move that ad.
Get that out of the way.
The 5 ads. There
Get
he
that
is.
out of the way.
What's
right
up,
there.
Slim? Slim Gray, buddy.
See, here's the original video here.
Look, he's transparent. You can see where they photoshopped it. You know. Just kidding.
Well, some people are thinking this may give a little bit of credence to what's going on in Peru. There was a tribe claiming they were being attacked by invisible green aliens that rip people's face off.
Oh, the face rippers.
Yeah.
Is that a face ripper?
This is not a face ripper. This is from...
looks like them long limbs might rip your face off to me.
I can't see because there's so many ads want me to sign up and get this Dungeons and Dragons dice. So...
you should get that. You need that.
I'm not a big fan of Dungeons and Dragons. So.
Oh, come on. My kids play it. Still. Hi, baby.
So apparently this was photographed and looks like Tijuana shortly after the hurricane passed by. But I mean, the thing is too, is like you got just a normal photo of the riverbank here and you can kind of see them back there. I don't know if it'd be photoshopped or not. I think this might be
freaky.
It's freaky, that's for sure.
Legit alien photos this week, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Okay. All right. Back to tech and science. Newsweek this week is reporting dinosaur footprints have emerged amid a severe drought that's going on in Texas. From millions of years ago, they're being revealed under, these drought conditions. Terrible way to, find these things, but, they were previously unseen, hiding below the water line. And now, here they are. Check it out. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, look at this. I didn't get this one, Bubba. Okay, so that's...
Look at that. There's another cool big old one.
3 toes, theropod. Judging from the size, I'm gonna say
Oh shit! Look at the ruler.
Allosaurus. Dude, that is so cool looking. Yeah, look at that.
Look at that bad boy.
That's
Damn.
too small to be a
Oh,
Tyrannosaurus.
look at the nails on that thing.
The claws. That's got to be either an Allosaurus. I don't think it's a Ceratosaurus. That's a cool one there. That's like some wicked.
Super cool. Never before seen dinosaur prints.
Yeah, there's a big one there. No, these are not T-Rexes. The T-Rex footprint is much, much larger. This is more of an Allosaurus, perhaps. See, it's in Texas, so it's going to be down there near the Badlands.
Dinosaur Valley State Park.
Yeah, so that's mostly a Jurassic region. So that's going to be either your Ceratosaurus, your Allosaurus, perhaps. There was one other theropod, if I recall, that would have been dominant in that area, but that's too small to be T-Rex, and that's not Triceratops, because theropods had the 3 fingers. Something like a Triceratops would look more like an elephant's footprint because they had like elephant feet. So
man, just guesses Triceratops.
Let me see.
Pretty cool though.
What
amazing clear footprints.
Let's see.
It was like they just happened, a few of them, you know.
Yeah, they were pretty fresh, pretty good preservation too.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Wild, man, wild. All right.
Here. I got a message from listener Sarah Beth Givens. I gotta listen to here real quick. She sent something. She's been wanting to send something for a while. I'll listen to it here in a minute.
Bubba, you might not be seeing everybody's comments because we're also streaming on YouTube and we're also streaming on Twitch now. So, you know, you're only seeing the Facebook comments, bud. Possibly. See, Adam, you're not seeing them either. But you're just not seeing, you know, comments like this because that's coming from YouTube.
Yeah. Also, Facebook's been very finicky with the podcast, I've noticed lately, because we get people commenting on our show and it won't show up for other people. I think Facebook.
Really?
Yeah.
It's the Men in Black. They attack our show a lot. We always are trying to do, you know, something sketchy, you know, information wise, all of a sudden everything goes wrong. So, okay, what's next?
All right. So next one I got. There's been a recent scientific trend in which Earth was hit by what scientists are calling a blast of light. Well, now they think they found an explanation for this so-called impossible blast of light. Scientists believe they found an explanation for it. Last year, scientists reported they had seen evidence that gamma ray bursts. Now, gamma rays, this is what makes, you know, obviously the Hulk, for example. It was also your basic radiation levels.
And the Fantastic Four.
And the Fantastic Four, you're exactly right.
Gamma ray that might have been cosmic rays.
I think it's kind of the same thing, but
never mind.
They were coming out of mergers between neutron stars and another compact object in the form of a neutron star or a black hole that was previously not thought possible. Scientists had initially thought that the 50-second blast, which did hit the Earth, came when a massive star collapsed, but further work looking at the afterglow of the emission showed that it was in fact a kilonova. This happens when neutron stars merge and with other compact objects. Previously, it was thought that it was a supernova would make only a supernova would make a gamma ray burst like this. So now they're starting to discover that these kilonovas can also make gamma ray bursts as well. And of course, that time of year, we're going to start getting hit by gamma rays, specifically from the sun, because we get sunspot activity and all that stuff.
Crazy sunspot activity lately, yeah.
Yeah, there's been a lot of weird stuff. Like, it's been hitting power grids.
Adam said gamma radiation. The Hulk, it was gamma radiation, right? Well, yeah. When the bomb blew up, what you just said it was something else.
What, the Hulk? Gamma radiation created the Hulk, and
yeah, I thought you said something else. Okay. We'll have to go back in the tape and see what you really said. I said cosmic rays created the Fantastic Four. Then,
Right.
but I'm not sure now. I think so.
I think it was.
Yeah.
It was one of the two. This is
So
also
yeah.
this is also revealing a lot more information into white holes, which white holes supposedly also soak in and absorb gamma radiation, as opposed to black holes, which disperse it.
Uh-huh.
So the theory has always been that black holes suck everything in, but you're also going to get a low level of gamma radiation that'll come out. Whereas with white holes, they're just going to absorb the gamma radiation. Well, now there's a belief that perhaps black holes and white holes, they've always been kind of connected. Like the belief that it's a tunnel in between the universe. Now they believe this is perhaps actually legitimate evidence to suggest they are tunnels, and Earth got hit by the gamma radiation wave known as GRB21111A last year came from a kilonova that was next to a white hole. So,
and none of us got any Hulk powers.
No, none of us got any Hulk powers. I'm
Not
a little
a bit.
upset about that.
You know, I would have taken the part about turning green, maybe being indestructible. You know,
I could go without turning green, but I could use like super strength, like the Hulk or something like that.
Wow, well, that could explain some of the heat, possibly. Or we're just all burning up and the whole planet's going to totally burn up and we're all dead in a couple years. Either way. No, just kidding. I don't think that's happening. I think this is as hot as it gets. And I think that, we're a little spoiled that, other countries where they live like this all the time and the heat's constantly every single day when they wake up, it's 110 degrees outside and they're living and they're surviving and they're doing their thing. And, seems like the apocalypse to us. We go outside and it hits you in the face. Oh my God. Like they're living it every day. And,
I don't know about you guys, but I love the heat. This is my kind of weather.
I love air conditioning.
I love the heat. I love stepping outside and just that
whatever. You're crazy.
Blast of warm weather. You're just like
it's getting baked.
Oh, yeah, I'm not. I like getting baked in more ways than one, but no.
You don't even need to smoke cigarettes. You just step outside and your lungs just start catching on fire. You're just like, all right, I'm good. I'm going back in. So, all right. Possible breakthrough in the hunt for Amelia Earhart. This is an interesting story. From, again, unexplainedmysteries.com. Pretty cool. They have found, of course, Amelia Earhart, she was the first woman to fly across, right, or something. She flew over the Pacific Ocean and disappeared. And now, 82 years later, they think they might have found a piece of her plane. And there's an object in a photo that appears to be a Lockheed Electra engine cowling that they found. And it's the similarity of the engine cowling and the prop shaft was the exact location where they thought that she went down also. So,
now, is it the current synopsis that she crashed and the theory is that coconut crabs ate her because she was injured?
They said that she might have crashed in the vicinity of the atoll, whatever that is.
Let me see here.
They said crabs ate her.
Yeah, let me bring this up. It's really a weird story.
Oh, yeah. Was Amelia really eaten by giant crabs? Huh. I haven't heard that one.
Killed by crabs. Was Amelia Earhart? All right. So researchers think it's likely that Earhart perished on the island as a castaway. After she died, the coconut crabs consumed her body and dragged her bones into their burrows, except for, of course, so they haven't really found the bones, but they believe that she survived the crash and it was coconut crabs. Now, if you ever see coconut crabs, those are like some of the biggest crabs on the planet. They're prehistoric monsters. There are islands where literally you have to go with guns. Not because of anything other than these crabs, because they will hunt you down, track you down, and they won't stop because they're scavengers. I mean, these things here,
Wow.
I'll bring up some of the photos. Let me hang on.
Well, it says that at one time they did find a bunch of bones. 13 human bones were found on the island, but they've since been sadly lost, making further study impossible.
Yeah, look at the size of these guys.
So you're saying you gotta carry a damn pistol with you, huh?
You gotta carry shotgun or a rifle. They literally go on the island's infested with
Ooh,
these.
look
Look
at
at
that
that.
thing
That's
crawling in
crap.
your window. Yeah.
Blow the house up
How
if
would
I
you like
saw
to
that
wake?
one. No, I'm blowing the house up.
We're gonna have to blow the whole place up, honey. We got Alaskan crabs
Look at that.
or coconut crabs.
These are coconut. Yep. These
Holy
things
moly! Look at it eating a papaya like a skull,
Look
like
at the
a
size of
human
this one.
skull.
That's about as big as that
Yeah.
guy's head.
Yeah, I'd want a gun too, I think, or some kind of stun gun or something, or a spear.
Oh no, I'm taking a gun. I'm taking a gun. Look at the size of these guys compared to the dogs. But they believe the theory is when she crash landed on one of the atolls.
Wow.
And she was injured or died later.
Uh-huh.
And that these crabs
And they just like didn't have the communication to go find her and like just for her to communicate with anybody that she was alive or
no,
probably, and she just died on the island.
She died on the island, and the crabs
maybe of the injuries.
The crabs either ate her alive or cleaned up the remains, and that's a scary ass video. I've seen that. That's a
wow. Look at that.
It literally rips the bird in half. That is a fucked up video there.
Well, we'll spare everybody that, but imagine what poor Amelia's body went through. But I'm bummed. All right. Well, there you have it. So, but they may have found, a chunk of her plane that could, really actually prove that she really did go down there, and so
there's also apparently a theory going on. These guys are in Africa. Those coconut crabs.
Wow.
Because there's people that claim they see giant spiders. Well, the only animals that could live that size are coconut crabs. So they scary. They scary.
Yeah, geez. Let's see. Well, all right. What else you got? I just got a couple more things.
Speaking of dinosaurs, there is now news. Everybody knows of the Chicxulub impact crater, the Chicxulub crater, the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs, right? Now they believe it wasn't just one asteroid that struck the Earth. They believe there might have been 3 others. They have found impact craters off the Atlantic coast, just a few miles short of the Mariana Trench, as well as another one off the British Isles that they believe could have been impact craters from when the asteroid or asteroids struck the Earth, killing the dinosaurs. So the theory goes is that the main asteroid that hit the Chicxulub crater was lined with the uranium ore, and that caused basically like a type of subatomic explosion that evaporated the atmosphere, rose the temperatures up, and caused a planet-wide tsunami, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, now they believe it might have been much, much worse because they believe there's actually 2 other asteroids that hit the Earth at the same time. Scientists have yet to go down to the one off of the Mariana Trench, but the one at the United Kingdom they have went down to, and they claim the uranium lining pretty much fits with what the Chicxulub crater had, which means it might have been a second impact crater. The theory is either the asteroid broke up into sections and all 3 hit the Earth, or there were 3 multiple separate impacts. So it shows a lot more about what could have ended the dinosaurs, but if it's a 2 or 3 more impacts, they were fucked. There was no surviving that.
Yeah. Wow. Adam said meteor shower, maybe. Big meteor shower.
Yeah, big one.
Dinosaurs really needed aspirin cream.
Oh, get out of here, Adam.
Nature's clean up crew and future dishes, Amanda said. Yeah. The coconut crabs. They usually only eat what's dead. They won't eat what is alive. Creepy.
The
Creepy animals.
the videos I have seen, they will eat live stuff.
Was that bird it ripped in half? It went dead already.
No, it was alive.
Oh,
it was alive.
Damn! There you go. All right. Well, speaking of birds, this is something just kind of quirky and funny. Things I got left are kind of quirky and funny. Birds aren't real. Birds are robots. Someone in the background here yelled, "Birds aren't real. Birds are robots.
Oh no!
They're charging. They sit on wires. They're charging. That's what they're doing. They're robots.
Not this. I can't.
Okay. This is Toshitka. No, sorry, Toshitika Suzuki. Right? And this dumbass thought it was a good idea to wear a bird head on his head for a year to befriend the great tits. These are real things. I'm not making this up. These are birds called the great tits.
Yes, they are.
Toshitika was trying to get close to the big tits, the great tits. And to approach them, he thought that he could wear this head on his, this bird head for a year to get him to because I guess when you get close to them, they freak out with this unusual chirping and this warning call, when individuals approach them. So this idiot thought it'd be a good idea to disguise himself as a giant bird in order to approach the birds and study their chirping. Anyway, it failed. After a year,
I wonder why.
They just spotted him. They're like, "Oh shit, there comes a guy with the bird head on." And they basically started chirping and emitting their warning calls again. The result was exactly the same. And as when he just walked up to the nest.
Well, obviously birds aren't real, so he needed, a radio transceiver because those are drones, is like the theory. I can't stand that freaking group. I'm sorry.
Yeah, there you go. Birds are robots. Birds are not real.
He tried to get in touch with boobies.
They're watching us.
He tried
You
to
ever seen the yeah, that's hilarious. You ever seen the videos though, them people with the birds and they take them apart and they're plastic and stuff?
Yeah, they claim they're the idea is like supposedly it was a memo from like the 70s or something, replacing birds with drones or something to spy on people or spy on the Russians. And now the
videos are a trip though. They catch, insects and stuff and they're like, "Look, see? It's a robot." You're like, "Whoa."
Yeah, but the small population of birds could be fake, yes, but not every single bird, I don't think, is good. Because there's a group out there that believes every bird is fake.
Everyone, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
But so the robots could exist, of course,
So this guy was trying to look up, trying to befriend the great tits, huh?
Yep, the great tits. And
would you
not do it with the bird head?
Would you like to hear some of the weirdest bird names besides great tits?
Let's see. What do you got?
Well, there's of course the blue-footed booby. There's the dick sissel. I'm not kidding. These are legitimate names.
People thought that this was a good idea, actually.
There is
we're gonna name this bird Dick Thistle.
There is the gray go-away bird. The satanic nightjar. Who names these birds? They're legitimate. I'll pull the screen up right now and show you.
I want to see a satanic nightjar.
Hang on a minute. I put in literally strange bird names right there. Satanic nightjar.
Nice.
There is the frogmouth.
Uh-huh.
There's of course the banana quit.
The hoary puff leg.
Hoary puff leg.
Ha ha.
There's of course the great tit.
A great tit. There's one right there.
And the Andean cock
Cock
of the
of the
rock.
rock. Oh my God. And his best friend, the horn screamer. And
Sounds like
Boobles. Can't forget Boobles.
These sound like 80s metal bands, you know?
All right. Okay, that's hilarious. Okay, moving on. A mystery troll has been captured on camera. Let's see. Mystery troll submitted to unexplainedmysteries.com by Fred Anderson out of Sweden. And this is what it looks like.
Where?
There he is. There's the little troll guy.
Oh, the tree line?
Yeah, there's his face.
That looks more like it's just an optical illusion type situation.
It looks like maybe even his own image was somehow reflected over there weirdly. See how it has the same kind of hat almost?
Yeah, it's almost the same height. When you said it was a troll, I was like, wait, who's this guy? What? Okay, so yeah, there's something there. John Bauer painting. Oh, I kind of see what looks like feet. That's for sure.
Uh-huh.
About right there at the bottom.
It's trippy.
Yeah, I think it's just a weird, tricky camera angle type situation.
Uh-huh.
I mean, yeah. I can kind of see where people are saying it's a troll. That's what it looks like.
There's the professional artist rendering.
100%. We cracked the case. It's cousin It off the Addams Family.
Yeah, it is. Where's Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. Troll spotted. There you have it. Mysterious trolls. I got one more crazy thing.
Okay, now I got something that was submitted by a listener. They want to know our input on it.
Okay, what do you
wanna
got?
Well, listener Sarah Givens has a friend who is into the whole idea that mainstream media possibly either and Sarah, if you're still watching, chime in on this in the chat room. The belief that mainstream media either gives hints at what's supposed to happen or the possible warning or something like that. So everybody knows a couple of years ago we had the pandemic back in 2020, 2021.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a friend who believes 100% that the media tried to warn us about 2020. And surprisingly enough, the warning comes from a 2016 episode of The X-Files. And I have the clip. I don't know if you want to play it and see if there's some similarities between what The X-Files says is going to happen in their storyline and what was going to happen or what
There's
did
a few
happen.
books that came out that almost perfectly described what happened too before it happened. Go ahead. Yeah, I love the X-Files.
All right, let me bring it up real quick.
Especially Scully. Scully's hot. I always had a crush on Scully.
Right.
There she is. See?
I'm going to turn the volume up. All right, I'm going to let the clip play out, and let's put it on low so it doesn't blow our eardrums out. See what everybody thinks this is the episode. Because I think I remember this episode. And I think I know what she's talking about. So here you go.
Let's see it.
Claims.
Claims about what?
You and everyone you know has a piece of DNA in your genome, put there without you knowing it.
Put there by whom?
Well, that's the question of the day.
This is an internet lunatic. You're not saying you believe him.
Hold on, Agent. I'm talking to a scientist.
You're the assistant director. It may sound insensitive, but the suggestion is pure science fiction.
What I'm saying, Agent Einstein, is that the facts, as I understand them, cannot be discounted out of hand.
No one has the right or the ability to tamper with your DNA.
Unless we gave them that ability.
You say they're tampering with our DNA, that they're able to shut down our immune systems by the addition of something to our DNA.
Yes, but I don't know how exactly.
Or how it's being triggered.
I don't know that either.
Or why it's happening now.
What can we possibly do?
We need to act quickly.
You were right about that.
Well, I was wrong about the science. I was wrong about what's causing it. Dead wrong, in fact.
But it's clearly a widespread failure of our immune systems.
Through gene tampering. A virus within a virus that was put there through the smallpox vaccine. It's what these men are calling the Spartan virus.
We have to figure this out. What's wrong with the science?
Okay. The Spartan virus removes the adenosine deaminase gene from your DNA. Removes the ADA gene and your immune system will simply vanish.
Yeah, but I'm not getting sick.
It's only a matter of time.
Okay. So how does it work? How does the virus remove the ADA gene?
A process called CRISPR-Cas.
CRISPR-Cas9. RNA and a protein cutting genes at exact locations.
Exactly, but in this instance used as a weapon.
The ultimate weapon. The ability to depopulate the planet. To kill everyone but the chosen.
By tampering with their DNA.
Through gene editing.
Why do such a thing and lie about it? Our own government.
Your own government lies as a matter of course, as a matter of policy. The Tuskegee experiments on black men in the 30s, Henrietta Lacks.
What are they trying to do?
That's the missing piece.
But it's not hard to imagine a government hiding, hoarding technology for 70 years at the expense of human life and the future of the planet. Driven not only by corporate greed, but a darker objective.
The takeover of America.
And then the world itself, by any means necessary, however violent or cruel or efficient. By severe drought, brought on by weather wars, conducted secretly using aerial contaminants and high-altitude electromagnetic waves. In a state of perpetual war, to create problem, reaction, solution scenarios to distract, enrage, and enslave American citizens at home. With tools like the Patriot Act and the National Defense Authorization Act, which abridge the Constitution in the name of national security. The militarization of police forces in cities across the U.S., the building of prison camps by the Federal Emergency Management Agency with no stated purpose, the corporate takeover of food and agriculture, pharmaceuticals and healthcare, even the military in clandestine agendas to fatten, dull, sicken, and control a populace already consumed by consumerism.
And I encourage you all to go shopping more.
A government that taps your phone, collects your data, and monitors your whereabouts with impunity. A government preparing to use that data against you when it strikes. And the final takeover begins.
The takeover of America.
By a well-oiled and well-armed multinational group of elites that will cull, kill, and subjugate.
Happening as we sit here.
It's happening all around us.
The other shoe waiting to drop.
It'll probably start on a Friday. The banks will announce a security action necessitating their computers to go offline all weekend.
Digital money will disappear.
They can just steal your money?
Followed by the detonation of strategic electromagnetic pulse bombs to knock out major grids.
What will seem like an attack on America by terrorists or Russia.
An invasion of the U.S.
The Russians tried it in 47.
Pretty interesting, huh? Now, the question is, and I'll let you go first on this whole matter. Do you believe the X-Files may have pulled the Simpsons and predicted the current situation? Because let's be honest, you know, America right now is very, not trying to get too political here, America is very unhinged, unstable in regards to the political dogma we sit in, plus the current concerns that something like the COVID restrictions may come back. How do you feel about that, Rob?
Well, I mean, like I said, the X-Files is a super smart show, and they always, we're throwing out all kinds of wild stuff about aliens and, ghosts and supernatural and everything, So I there was a lot of truth on that show, I think, and that was just another example of it. I think they're already bringing back the whole COVID thing right now, and someone died here in town, I believe, from COVID recently. Hasn't happened in a while, and they're really kind of vamping it back up. It seems like I'm seeing a lot of people wearing face masks all over the place. All of a sudden, I don't know if you noticed that, or you've all in the chat room have noticed, but people are really, masking back up all over the place. And it's supposedly, heating back up. Even a new strain from Canada.
That's the one I'm hearing about. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I got COVID when it happened, and it really affected my legs a lot. And my legs haven't been the same ever since, honestly. Pretty wild. That was some serious shit. And my energy levels really been, super low since I got COVID. It never quite came back. It was really affected me. So I don't want that crap again. But, I'm, I don't really wear face masks, and I'm not vaccinated. So there you have it. Boom, boom, bam. I'm not in your gang.
Well,
just kidding.
Yeah, I get nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah. You're in the gang, aren't you? Right? You're vaccinated.
Yeah, I got vaccinated. Yeah. My argument is this.
You're in the gang.
As far as I'm in the gang, I'll be the one that turns to the zombie. If you're vaccinated, go. If you want to get vaccinated, go for it. If you don't want to get vaccinated, okay, no big deal.
Yeah.
You're not going to convince everybody, no matter how much you sit there and start screaming about, you gotta get vaccinated, just get vaccinated, just get vaccinated, just get the fucking shot. You're not going to convince everybody. Stop it. Don't worry about it.
You're right. That's what happened to Jamie Foxx.
I'm not going to go that far, but now, the wrestling world had Bray Wyatt passed away from complications with COVID just recently, but that was because he got
vaccinated.
I don't think he got vaccinated. So,
excuse me.
But now, in regards to the whole X-Files episode we just talked about, whoo, that's some scary ass shit.
They nailed a lot of stuff there.
When
was that episode aired?
The episode was aired back in 2016. It was on one of the final seasons before the show.
There's always some kind of virus taking over the world story going on of some kind, like a zombie virus or zombie infection and stuff like that. There have been a ton of heart attacks after the vaccine. Yeah, I mean, it's me personally, I'm not a fan. I don't. I got COVID. I got through it. I was fine. I mean, I wasn't fine. My legs are still affecting me, but I didn't need. I took vitamins. I still take a lot of vitamins, and zinc. Zinc's important. Keeps it away.
I want to point out right here, Adam has the best answer to everybody who sits there and back and forth.
Good answer, Adam.
Do your own research and do what you believe is in your best interest, and leave other people alone about what they decide. I got vaccinated because
it's your personal choice.
Yep, it's my personal choice. My fiance was going in for brain surgery to treat her epilepsy.
Wow, yeah. See, depends on who you work, who around, and who you know, and yeah. Thank you, Julie. A, B, C, E. Those are all important. And zinc is super important to take those regularly to just keep it away right now. Everybody,
right?
I'm sorry.
One thing too is it's also like this new.
D3 is important too.
They're talking about this new wave of vaccines. They asked Biden the other day about this new wave of vaccines. He's pushed it through the Congress, and he believes everybody should get it, regardless of whether you had the original vaccine or not. I'm done. I'm not doing vaccines again. No way. I had one. I did my part in 2020, 2021. No, not do another one. Because let me tell you,
if you work in a hospital, if you're around elderly people a lot, I can kind of maybe see it, but I don't know. There's a lot. We could really have a whole show about this, and everyone has a real story about it, and people die from it, and their family members, and it's horrible.
Right. Now, on to the next question, because there are multiple questions with what Sarah's asked here, and this is her talking about her cousin died from blood clots. Sarah,
That's terrible, Sarah. We're really sorry about that.
Seeing as how there is a lot of instability, and you have the situation in Maui, or the situation in Ohio with the train derailments, or the war in Ukraine, do you believe the X-Files episode that we just watched, this clip we just watched, has been pretty much spot on to what may be a type of New World Order type deal?
Mm-hmm. I think the guy at the end there had the whole story right. Everything he said almost, the food, the chemtrails,
we are
fluoride
seeing
in our water, making everybody stupid, dropping our IQs.
We have seen a large majority of like food processing plants and poultry farms, cattle farms catching fire, not just this year, but also last year.
Well, they dump, fluoride in our water, the whole big nutty fluoride conspiracy thing, but they just dump it by barrels full in the water, and it's blue, and, it's just this horrible chemical, and it causes just all kinds of terrible things, brittle bones, and makes your IQ go down. And to help your teeth a little bit, but if you you really look into it a little bit, the Germans used to give it to the Holocaust prisoners to lower their morale. They put it in their water to make them stupid and lower their morale, and we've known it's done this ever since then. But we still put it in our water, and by the barrel full. And now, look around. I always say this, but man, look around at people. They're zombies. They're walking around just in stores and stuff, and like just staring, and they're just idiots. And it's taken away, I think, really, the geniuses. Where's all the, like I always say, where's all the Benjamin Franklins? Where's all the Teslas? Where are they today? We don't have any. We have Tesla. Not Tesla. What's his name? Elon.
Yeah,
he's a super brain. And there's a few more. The Steve Jobs and people like that. But we're stupid, man. And I think we've been dumbed down a lot by fluoride. I hate to say it, but don't drink tap water, everybody. That's what I'll tell you right now. And also, there's bottled water you shouldn't drink. Don't drink. If you're gonna drink, the really best water you can drink is like Fuji, apparently, and water like that. That's natural, spring mineral water or whatever that hasn't been processed. But there's a water you don't want to drink, and that's Dasani, right? Dasani's has.
Oh yeah, I don't like the taste of Dasani. There's something about it.
Well, I'll tell you why. Maybe because there's a chemical in it that's one of the 3 chemicals that they give you when they put you to death. So when they put you to death, they give you 3 injections, and one of them stops your heart. Well, and it's called, like, I don't know, sodium chloride or something like that. And so they put it in Dasani water, and they asked them why in like a interview session, and they're like, "Why do you put it in there?" And the guy laughed this creepy laugh, the Coke rep, the Coca-Cola rep, and he was just like, "Because it tastes good," It was just creepy, man. And so if you think it's okay to just drink a little bit of the chemical that stops your heart when they put you to death, go for it. Otherwise, stay away from Dasani. Sorry, is it sodium chloride? So, it's table salt. All right. So look
Oh,
up
let me look it up
one
real
of
quick.
the look up what the chemicals are that put you when they put you to death, and let's find that out, Adam, and make sure that we're legit, or make sure let's put this up and make sure I'm not wrong about this. If this isn't some bullshit. But I already did it, so I googled. If you look at the side of the bottle, and it's weird because none of the other waters have this in it. Like we walked around Walmart one day and looked at all the ingredients on all the other bottles. None of them have it, man. Like, what's up with that? Like, maybe that's why it tastes weird, because I don't know. I don't want to drink a little bit of something that stops your heart.
Sodium pentothal.
I don't know. Let's
see. Sodium pentothal, magnesium sulfate, and potassium chloride. I know potassium is used for executions.
So which one of them is in Dasani?
Though all three of those are in Dasani. Those three ingredients are in Dasani, and they're not in any other bottled water other than Dasani.
Okay, help us out, Googlers.
Okay, Adam's saying sodium pentothal is true serum. I wonder if it's a potassium.
Okay, hold on. Let's just Google which Dasani ingredient is one of the ones that they use to put you to death. Ingredient is one of the ones that they use to put you to death.
It's the potassium chloride. Ooh,
okay, there it is.
That's what
potassium chloride.
Potassium chloride is also used in executions to stop.
And it's the third largest ingredients on the bottle. When you put to death, the first you get a barbiturate and then a paralytic agent. And then they give you this delicious potassium chloride that stops your heart.
Yep, that's it.
It's used to kill inmates on death row. But Dasani water has safe amounts of potassium chloride. Don't you worry.
Wow,
drink it up, everybody. So, dude, I heard that and I was just done with. I never drank Dasani again.
So why would it have sodium pentothal?
Sorry if they wanted to sponsor us,
Yeah.
or if Coca-Cola's thinking about sponsoring us or whatever. No thanks. We'll you keep your money, Dasani. Or prove us wrong.
Let's see.
I don't know. It seems like it's right here on Google in front of me. What do you say, Corey? Dasani water ingredients: purified water, magnesium sulfate. Third ingredient right there, potassium chloride. So, and salt. Salt's, they got to have salt. It tastes good, and salt's good for you. It's not bad. I mean, you got to have minerals. It heals you. Your body needs minerals. But come on, man. Third biggest. What do you got there?
God. I was sitting here. I love drinking these. I was like, oh my God, this isn't Coca-Cola, is it? It's not. It's made by its own company, and none of that's in there. I'm like, oh, thank God.
Adam says almonds contain arsenic. So do apple seeds. Yeah, and I guess you could go on and on about this and pick things out, but I don't want a small therapeutic dose of something that'll stop your heart.
What do you think is more toxic?
Thank you very much.
What do you
I'm
think?
good.
My question is what toxins? Because I know I'm a smoker and I know you're a smoker. What kind of toxins are in cigarettes they don't tell us about?
Well, I've recently slowed down on smoking a lot. I really started vaping. I really I've just done research about it, and I really feel like we've really been lied to about vaping and how safe it is for you. And I've about switched over. There's 6,000 chemicals in cigarettes, and they even pump them full of more chemicals to make them more addictive. I mean, they even have warnings that say, they're putting things in them to make them even more addicting. So, I mean, they've tweaked them out to, and I watched videos from the UK lately and their attitudes about vaping and smoking, and it's amazing. They call it a cure for cancer, or a cancer, I mean, a alternative to this cancer-causing agent, cigarettes. So they take I don't know if you've seen this, but they take a container and let's look at it real quick. Actually, this is pretty amazing. Let's talk about this real fast. Okay. And they've been lying to us about cigarettes for a long time. I mean, about vaping, because there was a whole big scare about 4 years ago, 5 years ago with vaping, and that was all. It was THC vapes, and it was people using like nicotine. I mean, it was people using THC vapes, but they were cutting them, and they were using vitamin E, and they were putting crazy things in the THC vapes. And it was Joe Blow on the corner, like Joey's backyard shed, and he was over there like making vapes and putting bad shit in there and selling them on the streets. So then people were going out on the streets and they were using these things, and then they were going to the hospital. And when they get to the hospital, they would tell the doctor, "Well, doc, I was vaping." They can't tell their doctor because of insurance reasons that they bought, this Joey's vape shack down the road in his garage that made these things. They can't tell the doctor that, right? So it all got blamed on vaping, man. It really did. So
I want to point this out too. Julie says
popcorn lung is bullshit. COPD is bullshit. Those are all lies. You people need to be vaping and not smoking.
I want to point this out too. Julie says nicotine was proven to help people get over COVID, and I can attest to that because when I had COVID, like 2 years ago,
nicotine's not that bad for you. That's the secret. Go ahead.
Yeah, when I had COVID a couple of years ago, every time I smoke a cigarette, I would just cough, and I mean, I'm coughing up all types of shit.
No, they don't, Bubba. That's a lie.
But it helped. It helped out a lot get over the whole cough and COVID. By first day, I was tired, worn out, coughing up a lung. Second day, I DoorDash Taco Bell, was watching the Godfather trilogy. So, but I'm not kidding. I didn't stop. I didn't slow down to smoking. It helped. It actually did help me.
Dude, I mean, I've almost quit smoking, and I've basically, I'm down to like 2 or 3 cigarettes a day, which I was smoking a pack a day. And I've just started vaping disposable vapes with 50% nicotine. And here's the thing about the chemicals that we've been talking about. Cigarettes have 6,000 chemicals in them, all of which have been tweaked out to make you more addicted to them. Vapes are one of the most highly studied substances in the world right now. It's such a big there's a big market for it, and it's such a big, huge business that it's being studied like crazy, and they know what the hell it does to you or not. And there's only about 5 chemicals in vapes when you look on them, and one of them's nicotine. And nicotine, it does speed your heart up a little bit. That's not good for you. When you start sucking on a vape and your heart's beating fast, stop smoking it. Like, put it down. But look, let's look at this real quick. I want to show this all to you guys before we go to bed, if you're a smoker. Okay, hold on now. Let me find the right spot here. Okay, this is from a Yorkshire Cancer Research, by the way. People in the UK are not affected by the stupid American stories about vaping and how it's evil and how teens are addicted to vaping. Teens aren't addicted. There's not some big vaping epidemic among teens. That's a big lie. It doesn't cause COPD. It doesn't cause popcorn lung. It's all lies that we've been fed, and they don't buy it over there. They haven't bought it. They've been vaping like crazy, and they know that it's better for you than smoking. So watch this. Check this out, everybody, you naysayers. Here we go. It's funny that we're talking about this, but I think it's important. I think we're helping people maybe quit smoking. Watch this.
All right.
What we're going to do
Okay. I've seen this kind of test before. Yeah.
Well, watch it with your own eyeballs and tell me if you want this going on inside your body next time you have a cigarette.
Well, with all the chemicals I've been exposed with in the military,
Just watch. This is a month. Dude, this made me almost quit smoking personally.
yeah, this is where it gets really bad.
Now look at the vape container. It's clear as can be. And it ends up clear. And look at this horrible, nasty, awful mess in here.
Mm-hmm.
Now watch when he cuts the tubes open. Oh, look at that. Oh, yay.
And it technically, when they say when you get COPD or cancer from
When you get
cigarettes,
it's pains in your chest after you smoke cigarettes. That's why you got tar floating around in there. Now, let's check out the e-cigarettes. Oh, they're coming out all puffy, a little water, because, it's water vapor. This talks about how this girl right here helped cause a bunch of the lies.
Okay, so this girl here was one of the people that the mainstream media claims died of vaping, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. There are people who are addicted or not addicted. They are allergic to things like nicotine and some of the chemicals you have in both vapes and cigarettes. So maybe about 2 years ago, I started having terrible nausea issues that turned into being unable to eat, sleep, and just live normally. 2 weeks ago, I can't.
I'm
That's
sorry.
Let's see. 2 weeks ago, I started having trouble breathing. It took 48 hours for my lungs to fail, which led to me being put on a ventilator.
So here you go. Hold on.
So it's all because of vaping, is what the article said. The quote from the lady.
This is all America news.
Well, okay. The thing, if I recall, it's not so much the vapes you get from, say, the vape shops, right? Consultant respiratory vaping related lung injury, particularly in the U.S. So recently we had an evaluation, the lung injury cases that were in the U.S. and early on, and unfortunately still now, they were attributed by e-cigarettes. Okay, this is the thing. Several United States had decriminalized or actually legalized and licensed cannabis products. Most of these cannabis products contain THC, and of course, it did cause lung injury because it was cut with something called vitamin E accelerate, and we saw reporting about thousands of injuries and 60 deaths. Huh. Patients were saying, no, I never vaped anything like that. I was also using nicotine. It's because the insurance system in the United States won't allow a claim if they said they were using an illicit substance.
So, yeah, that caused a big, epidemic of lies. And,
this
really,
is one.
If you want to watch that whole video, everybody, check it out. It's called Vaping Demystified, and it's from the Yorkshire Cancer Research Institute. And it tells you the truth about whether or not we've been, our shows about conspiracies, we've been, they're preventing us from reducing the largest preventable cause of cancer in the world by lying to us by this. So, this is a cancer preventer.
This is why I hate the mainstream media as well. The problem I have with it is that they claim they'll run a news article. We think e-cigarettes cause this or vaping cause that. I want to see the evidence. Okay, that's the problem I have with
Well,
it.
they have though. They've done the research already, Tyler. They've studied vapes. If you watch this video, they tell you, they are studying vapors, uh, um, these disposable vapes, more than anything in the whole world right now. They know like everything about it, and they know that it's safer for you than smoking. They said that it's like jumping off of a uh, 20-story building smoking cigarettes.
All
The
right,
risks
so
that you take with the 6,000 chemicals you're putting into your body, the
all right,
risks of vaping are like jumping off the step at the bottom of that building.
all right. So we have a question for you, since you are the vapor, the vapor. You're the vapor of the group. Sarah Beth Gibbons is asking, so should she vape instead of smoke?
Yes, definitely, absolutely, 100%. And here's another thing: secondhand vape smoke. That's a lie. That's not real. That doesn't exist. Secondhand vape smoke's completely harmless. It's not cigarette smoke. It's not carcinogens. It's not full of those chemicals. Nothing was
Yeah,
being burned.
there's no carcinogens in vape juice or vapes themselves. The carcinogens are in cigarettes. So, I mean, I think what it comes down to is what everybody was concerned about with the whole vaping thing is, one, they jumped to conclusions, obviously, and they didn't do the research properly, which is what mankind always does when something comes up. Two, you had a lot of biases between the cigarette companies probably funding this stuff, because if people fund a research, it's like the whole global warming thing. If you look at some of the global warming research claims that have come out in the past years, they're always funded by members of the Democratic Party. And three, it's just they jumped ahead of it so much. I say if you want to vape, go for it. Get your vapes from trusted sources like vape shops or stuff like that. Don't get it from, like, for example, what
Don't buy them from the corner store. Don't buy those Mr. Fogs.
don't buy them
Those
from
are
Joe
crap.
Blow's backyard
Go to like
smoke.
Vapor Maven or somebody, a real store, and buy real brands, that are legitimate, like Coastal Clouds or Sad Boy, or real actual companies that Twist.
Even some vapor company stores here in Springfield and Jacksonville, like 911 Vapor and all that stuff, they sell.
Yeah, but you should go to Vapor Maven.
Yeah.
So let me address this. Grubbs says he's been smoking 40 years. We'll see. So Grubbs, me too. And I probably bought some of those first packs of cigarettes along with you, my friend. This is one of my best friends from my childhood in California.
Oh, okay.
And we started smoking Marlboro Reds together. And I just been trying to get away from them, and vaping's really helped me, dude. It's really helped me more than anything else in the whole world has. It's twice as good as patches. The research is now saying that it's about the thing that's bad for you is the nicotine, but it's not even that bad for you compared to the 6,000 chemicals in smoking. So the thing to do is start off maybe high with high nicotine levels so you can quit smoking. The vapes, all the little disposables, those are 50% nicotine, and it sounds like a lot, but everybody's smoking them because it fucking works. They're not smoking cigarettes. They're smoking these delicious, all kinds of watermelon, banana, pineapple, chocolate. I don't know about chocolate, but there's all kinds of delicious flavors of vapes. Watermelon ice, there's blueberry, there's lemon mint's delicious. So strawberry banana. Straw Nana, try that out. There's Mike Tyson vapes. There's delicious flavors, and you can basically, quit smoking. So it is what I was going to say was you start with the 50s, then work your way down to 25 milligrams, then work your way down to 3 milligrams, then work your way down to 6, then down to 3, then work it down to where smoking it all, so you can literally, by then you're not going to be smoking cigarettes anymore anyway. Start nicotine. I say start high if you really want to quit smoking. If you like one that I have right now, I got like 4 vapes sitting around here, and I want one right now. I've been looking for it. It's driving me nuts, actually. See, I'm addicted to it, but I'm not addicted to cigarettes as much. I don't want a cigarette right now. During the show, I puff a couple of cigarettes a lot of times, and tonight. I'm not. So
I've just slowed down. Earlier today when I was working on the car, I might have had one, but that's because it was either I was going to smoke a cigarette or beat my car spring with my upper lip.
man, I tell you what, that's why I had to play that video tonight while we were talking about this to show everybody again what we're really doing to ourselves with cigarettes.
Pritzker signed legislation Friday banning indoor e-cigarette or vape use in public spaces. Illinois is observed to enjoy public spaces without being exposed unwillingly to secondhand vapor or other. See, that's the thing I hate.
That's like a lie coming from the Democrats.
That's why I hate about a lot of political parties, for example, is they jump the assumption and jump into using a narrative to change how the
Jamie's
really
got
is.
cigarette companies right in his back pocket. You can bet your ass on that. So that's why.
Sarah wants to know, are they expensive as cigarettes? I can attest to this one. They're about the same. The juice,
Nah,
so the
I don't
juice
think
is
so.
cheaper.
No way. Tyler's full of shit.
No. Hey, I vaped back. I vaped a while back.
Let's do some math. Right, cigarettes are $10 a day.
Right. The juice is $30, about 6 or 7.
That's $300 a month. 30 days, right? E-cig juice, a disposable, costs $25, and it lasts about 3 weeks. So maybe 4. So you're spending about $25 a month compared to $300. So I don't know what kind of math you're figuring out over there, but even if you bought 2 disposables in a month period, then you're still going to be spending only like $50, right? That's it.
Right. So I mean,
and in fact, if you go to Vapor Maven, you can buy one get one half price.
Do you work at Vapor Maven?
Yeah, I'm the manager.
Yeah, there it is.
On Dirksen Parkway, 2502 North Dirksen Parkway.
Tell you what, anybody listening to the show, go to Vapor Maven. Rob will set you up.
And I'll show you how to, what you want and what you need and what the good flavors are and all that. So,
I see the most expensive part was just the vape unit and the battery itself, as opposed to the juice itself was cheap and the cotton.
Well, see, hold on. I'll be right back. You're thinking old school. Hold on.
Well, that last time I vaped was like
right. Yeah, you're in the past.
2017.
Hold on.
There's been advancements in vaping technology, people. Yeah, I agree, Adam. Illinois has taken a lot of our rights. That is pretty sad. Rob's at a bunker underneath the cornfield in Illinois. I'm just in my basement. So all right, here we go, people.
Yeah, grubs. The only bad thing about vaping there is the idiots in California have banned flavors out there, and New York also. You believe that?
Really?
Yeah. Although I hear that if you talk to the right guy at the vape shop and be like, "Yo, dude, hook me up with the good shit in the back room," that you can still get hooked up. But legally they can't even sell flavors. So this right here is a vaping device. I can show it in front of me there.
Let me do this real quick. Hold that back up again.
This is a portable vape device. If I hold it in front of my face, it won't. You can see it, and they're $20. Here's another one. It's a company called Raz puts these out, and you do nothing except you charge it on the bottom. It's got a charger, like a phone charger, regular phone charger, and you get to charge it up about 4 times. And there's about 8,000 puffs or something, and you just. This is Fuji apple and raspberry, and it's freaking delicious.
I like that.
This one right here is sour apple. And this brand right here, this IPV, I mean, there's like 20 brands now. It's crazy. They're coming out like crazy. New flavors come out every week now. But the IPV, this is sour apple. But look, it tells you when you hit it, it lights up, and it shows you how much juice you got left and how much power you have left. See the little LED lit up?
Yeah, I saw that. Now, do you still need the little cotton dabs in there? Because the one I have is like a pen.
No, you don't do anything. This is not, this doesn't open. It doesn't do anything. It just, that's it. And you throw it away. So when you're done, you just throw it in the trash and then you go buy another one. So what happens is this dies. There's so much juice in here, and the battery, it dies. So you have to see, that's the old school way of doing
Yeah,
it. You know,
that's
you can
Bubba's
still buy
right there.
those. Yeah, you can still buy those tanks and all that, and that's fun. And you get the big giant puff at the top. But these things right here are that's the super cheap way to do it, the way Bubba's doing it. I mean, because then you buy some juice there for $20 and it lasts you for maybe 3 weeks, maybe a month, even. You know, I don't know how.
Let me go grab mine real quick, and I'll show you what I had originally. So, hang on 1 second, boss.
Yep. So you guys can see, you know, disposable vapes are, they're, you know, you buy one get one free, then they end up being only $15 a piece. You can recharge these things like 3 or 4 times, and they end up lasting like 2 or 3 weeks. So I got like 5 of them laying around. I even have a regular one that's called Tobacco Trio, and it's tobacco flavor. So I literally, like, when I want a cigarette really bad, I pick that one up and I hit that. It's around here somewhere. It's an Ox Bar. But yeah, so, you know, sour apple, baby. I think, you know, if I could help one person quit smoking, that'd be pretty cool. You know, is it trading one addiction for another? A little bit, but it's trading 6,000 chemicals for 5 chemicals. So, you know, I don't know. If you look up the chemicals on any of these, there's like 5 things in there. That's it. One of them's nicotine. So there you have it. So come see me. I'm there Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. But we're open at Vapor Maven 9 to 9 every day. So we're up till 9 at night. So, and go to the website vapormaven.com. There's a little bit of information on there. That's our national site. So anyway, enough vapor talk. We'll check out Tyler's stuff when he gets back. And one last thing, one last little funny story I had. While Tyler's gone, some guy tried to jump into this water fountain in Switzerland. I guess I didn't get video of it, but this just happened, and this guy tried to. This thing shoots 500 liters of water per second in the air at this altitude of 460 feet, 200 miles an hour. So he walked up first and tried to stick his head in there and got past security. And then he did it again. And then he propelled him several meters into the air. He came plummeting back down onto the concrete nearby. Yeah, he tried to escape the police by jumping into the sea, but his efforts were futile. They caught him, and he ended up in the hospital due to the injuries he sustained from the fall. So, yeah, check out that fountain, dude. Thought it was a good idea to just like
this sounds like a Crazy World news bit I usually cover on my show.
Oh, that's the world of the bizarre out of unexplainedmysteries.com.
I'm going to say, please tell me somebody had a videotape recording this.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess not so far. It just happened. So yesterday.
All right. So here's my old vape. And as you can tell, it hasn't been used in a while.
Yeah. Well, you got the big giant hole at the top. You see that giant hole? That thing is just, I mean, it hits like normal people take a hit off that thing and they about half die. It's like taking a bong hit, I mean, to me, it is. It's like taking a bong hit or something. If you look at this vape that I have, the end of it, it's a small hole, really. All of them are like that. They have
so
mine is small hole.
Mine is like from 2019, 2018, somewhere around there. But just look at the similarities between what I had pre-pandemic and the one Rob has now, which you said they eliminated this whole top section here, right? All that. So I might come in there and see.
Well, they just, all of the, people still love those kind of vapes you have. Don't get me wrong. I mean, we sell them too. And,
Well, I think that's going to get tossed, this top part here. Because like I said, that has been, look how murky that is. It's like, You can find the Loch Ness monster in that damn thing.
Right. So there's a video I posted on all of our socials, YouTube, Twitch, all of them, and there's a video I was talking about that's put out by the Yorkshire Cancer Research, in the UK, where they don't fall for all of our bullshit in the media. And, it's a total another side of, vaping and smoking. So go watch that video. I think it changed my, whole attitude in life about smoking and vaping. So
I think I'm just gonna get a new piece, or just go in and see Rob at was it
Vapor Maven.
Vapor Maven. Go see Rob at Vapor Maven. He'll get you set up.
So that's all I had for tonight, Tyler. Anything else, you buddy?
That's all I got too. But do you remember there was a couple years ago? Do you remember the Tide Pod challenge? That's on this topic of vaping.
Yeah.
Do you remember the guy who took a Tide Pod, put it on his vape, and vaped the Tide Pod itself? The juices. He filled his
Oh God, no!
Yeah.
I never saw that.
Let me see if I can. I don't even know if it's still on YouTube or not. Let's see. Vapes Tide Pod. Let's see.
Chris, a lot of those leak, and they all have wanky technology, and they leak in your pocket, and you put them in your purse or whatever, and they leak all over the place. And I think that's why people have kind of gone to these disposables a lot, because the whole mess, the whole filling it up, you don't do that anymore. You just grab it, go. People come in that are in a hurry. They're like, I want straw nana and I want spearmint. Boom, boom, they're gone. So
see, I think if I was to come in and get vape, I would want something cigar or tobacco flavored. Cigarette flavor.
I mean, they've got several different disposables. They're tobacco flavored. Tobacco Trio by Oxbar is amazing, actually. And I got one. Like I said, it's in the bedroom.
All right, here we go. This is from January 17, 2018. This guy tried vaping a Tide Pod.
Oh, God.
Yeah. There was also a guy who tried vaping a Carolina Reaper, and he actually lived, if I recall.
Instagram died or what?
Well, let's skip ahead here. An Instagram user has taken a Tide Pod challenge to a new level by attempting to vape the laundry pod.
We shouldn't even be advertising this, really.
No, don't do no Tide Pod crap. This stuff is horrible.
These are idiots.
The video is unfortunate.
Report.
The video links are gone.
Good. We don't need to show anybody.
What this guy did, he was a big like vape person. He demonstrated all vapes. He decided he was going to do the Tide Pod challenge too.
Oh, I think he died.
Well, he did die. He did, but how he died is pretty miraculous. He was coughing up. He vaped it. A couple hours later, he went to the hospital, and he was coughing up pieces of his lung. The polyps inside your lungs.
Oh God, yeah.
He was coughing those up, perfectly preserved from the chemicals of the Tide Pods.
There you have it, folks. Don't do that at home. So
yeah. So see, I don't know if you want to see the actual polyps he coughed up.
So what have we learned tonight? Vaping's 100 times better for you than smoking. Don't drink Dasani water, because it has a chemical in it that they use to put you to death. And,
would you like to see
if you want to chance it, then go ahead, because it tastes good.
Would you like to see the clots this guy coughed?
No, we don't need to end the show like that.
Just imagine this. It's red and looks like a tree. There you go.
Good, yeah.
We learned Amelia Earhart was killed by coconut crabs, and we're still finding parts of her.
And they're working hard out there looking for Nessie. Maybe we'll have more on that next week, whether they found a giant dinosaur in Loch Ness or not.
If they find a giant dinosaur, I'll tell you right now, I'm not going to be here. I am going to fly to Loch Ness. I am going to
courtside.
Yep, I am going
lawn
to watch
chair.
them haul her ashore, and I am going to be like,
Tyler be
it's gonna
like,
be like
weird frequencies broadcasting live from Loch. He'll be taking it all in. Yeah, I
Dude,
bet
can
you
you
will.
imagine if they do find Nessie? Do you know what's going to happen next, right? All the Bigfoot hunters are going to go ape shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be if they pull Nessie out of the water, it's going to be Bigfoot next.
We learned the droughts all over the country has caused dinosaur tracks to appear in Texas.
By the way, I looked that up. Those are Allosaurus footprints.
Are they? Were they?
Allosaurus was one of the largest theropods in the
Interesting.
Jurassic. That's cool.
Big ass prints. And still Bigfoot hasn't come out of the woods from the drought and the fires. So I'm just throwing that out there. I think he'd be thirsty, or he needs a little help from the fires, and he'd come running out of there. Oh shit! There's 15 Bigfoots just came running out of the forest.
He's getting ahead. He's getting a head start because he knows as soon as they find Nessie, they're gonna come back.
Yeah, he's using his supernatural powers. And
dude, what a weird time! You got the UFO stuff coming out, then all of a sudden, they're searching for Nessie again. Now it's Bigfoot's going to be next up on the. They're going to look for Bigfoot next.
Yeah.
Bigfoot and ghosts. I'll go look for the ghosts, but I ain't searching for no Bigfoot. Well,
we're trying to solve one weird thing at a time on this show, ladies and gentlemen. All right, that's it for me, Tyler. When people see you on your show, your other show.
Next episode of the Best Damn Podcast is going to be Wednesday at 7 p.m. It's going to have Ask Dr. Sage questions. We have our own resident psychologist.
And how can they listen to you exactly? On your Facebook page? Is that the best way?
Yes. Let me give me 1 second. They can find us on YouTube or on Facebook. 1 second. I'll show everybody here.
Thank you for listening, Mr. Grubbs in California. Thank you for listening, Bubba, Sarah, Chris, everybody else in the chat room. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you and all of your input. Adam, Amanda, everybody, thank you so much for watching and listening. We appreciate you guys.
You should tune in more frequently, honestly. So this is the Facebook page for the Best Damn Podcast. This is where
the
show is at. And then over here is our YouTube page.
There you go.
And very soon we're going to have a TikTok and we're going to have a Twitter.
So if you can't get enough of Tyler, you can get more of them over at the Best Damn Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. And don't forget to drop on IllinoisTimes.com and vote for both shows. Whichever one, we don't care. Vote for one of them.
Yeah, I would rather like to just see the nominations be everybody. I'm not really concerned about winning.
Go to IllinoisTimes.com and please. Good luck. May the best podcast win, definitely. And but yeah, get on there and vote for Weird Frequencies or the Best Damn Podcast. There you go. So otherwise, we'll see you guys next Sunday night, 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Central. Stay weird and keep trying to raise your frequency out there, everybody. What's your frequency, Kenneth? Remember that song by REM?
Yep. And if you want a good vape, go see Rob at Vape Maven.
Vapor Maven.
Vapor Maven, sorry.
2502 North Dirksen Parkway. Quit smoking. There you go. Come see me. We got a lot of other weird stuff in there, too, that gets you high. And like, we do. We got mushrooms in there. We got these new. We do. I'm not kidding. We got these new THC-O, THC-B, THC-X, THC-L. You know what they do, dude? They take THC and they change the chemical in it just slightly. And then now it's TCHO, which is legal, right?
Right.
Seriously. And we sell it. Like we have gummies with TCHO in them. They're like $1 a piece. And Space News. Go to space with this. And these gummies are legal, and so are mushrooms. It's the Mario mushrooms from the red ones with the white dots. We sell gummies with them in them, and you'll go on a little space trip to Mario Land. Yeah, so there's a lot of crazy legal stuff out there, so it's pretty wild. So come and see us. The THC-O is 3 times stronger than THC. Gross.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you believe that? The stuff now is like, and you buy these like these disposables. They're called like Chapos and Fuegos, and they get you high as hell. I mean, they'll light you up like a Christmas tree.
The THC gummies I'm taking now, they're about 30 THC. So you're saying these are just blow those out of the water?
Yeah. Look up TCHO. Look, I'm gonna hold on. Let me Google TCHO. What is THCO? It stands for TCHO acetate. It's a cannabinoid achieved from hemp. Blah blah blah, and they're having their momentum right now. It's hard to deny it. Cannabinoids is what it's called. Delta 8 THC, Delta 10 THC, THCP. Now there's another cannabinoid, TCHO. It's 300% more potent than THC.
Ooh.
And there you go. It's a synthetic compound, but it's people are smoking the shizzle out of it. So it's pretty wild.
A couple months back, we did a fire sale for Wrestling for a Cure, and April brought over this weed vape, and she didn't tell me what it was. It was black cherry velvet or something like that. I mean, we started to show out. I was like, hey, welcome to the Best Damn Podcast. 30 minutes later, I was doing a Weekend at Bernie's impersonation. This was me on the show, just.
Yeah, I bet.
I did some research. It was 400 THC. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, that's too much.
We have vapes in our shop that are perfectly legal, and it's Blue Lotus flower.
Ooh.
Blue Lotus flower, and Blue Lotus gets you high, and it causes hallucinations and does all kinds of crazy stuff. And we have vapes that we sell. They're like $35. It's Blue Lotus flower, and mushroom vapes. We have that same vape. Yeah, it's got mushrooms and vapes, and they sell also these gummies that have mushrooms and THC in there, THCO. So it's blended in there. And it says right on the package, strong as fuck.
Can you imagine me taking some of those gummies, hallucinating, and every fucking action figure in my damn room starts talking to me? I gotta get the hell out if I hit that stuff.
All right. We're out of here. You guys have a good night, man.
All right. Have a good Labor Day, y'all. Be safe.
See y'all. Peace out. Thanks for watching. See you next week.